It gets back to being an expert. And, you know, but it's funny, you know, another thing as well, I mean, that I think we have in common, and I've noticed particularly with you with stats, Jamie, that, but being an expert, I think it really counts for something. I think it makes you feel good. He knew how the studio worked because he'd been listening to Sam Cooke, the Coasters, the Drifters. He knew all about it. And he was a bit of a pain in the ass because he was like, no, those vocals aren't loud enough. And he knew how to run a band. And I was like that at 9, 10, pop music, especially if it had a guitar on. Everything about it, I was like, so it was like, became like, yeah, it's a passion and I wanted to be a performer. But to get back to the point, I think it's good being an expert and like doing what you guys do in public. I think there's something satisfying about using your expertise going forward, you know.
So when at 9 and 10, you were a student, you were like wanting to learn, even at that age?
I learned to play from that and slowing them down on a record deck and like playing these bits back and forward. But so when I started making records with the Smiths, that's why there's loads of layers on it, because I'd start, and I wasn't even aware I was doing it. It was just something I twigged from being 10 or 11 about arrangements and certainly where guitars were concerned. So that's held me in good stead. That's why most of the records I've been involved with, I've produced myself, not because I want to be the big I am, but just because I'm sort of naturally good at it, but it gets back to being an expert.